So I pulled off to the side. Engine light is on. Check oil light is on. Still overheating is not. It's in the middle.
Right.
So my car has no indication that it's overheating. I lost power steering at that point. Couldn't turn my steering wheel. And then this guy, I see him get out of his car. He starts running up to me, and I thought he was just going to check to make sure I was okay. Mm-hmm. So I opened my door to pop out just to let him know, like, hey, I'm fine. And he says, grab all your stuff. Your car is on fire.
Lights, camera, action.
And nothing unites people like someone dying.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's sad and it's true, though.
The candy corn industry is a money laundering front.
What's the worst, acid trip you've ever had?
Well, this is Red Band Podcast, baby. Movies, music, conspiracies, deep existential crises. It's all inside and it's all unfiltered. So let's get started.
Feels good to be in the mic.
It does. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome, Red Band. We are back after a little bit of a hiatus.
Yeah. A hiatus defined by mine own inability to manage my life from occasion.
And thus, mine own lack of control over circumstances.
There it is.
We did post a video on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a full episode, but I count that as us putting something out.
I say I agree. Yeah. We did a little something, a little ditty for that. We experimented with a new medium.
Yeah, with video, first time video. I don't know. I think it was a little bit easier than we anticipated. We'll see.
And I think as we keep going and we get this video stuff figured out and maybe some Patreons, it's like I've been thinking about some stuff. I was sitting there over the Thanksgiving week and my little brother was visiting and he was showing me this video game. And I was having so much fun playing it and I was giving little funny commentaries, making him laugh, And I was like, hey, what if a little Twitch stream? A little Twitch stream.
Okay.
Red Band, little Twitch stream.
I did think about that for our Patreon in the future, maybe our top tier subscribers.
Yeah.
They can suggest once a month a really bad movie for us to watch. And we got to sit there and suffer through it and live stream it and just commentate on it.
I would love that. I would love nothing more.
If you guys would like that, let us know because that's I do that to myself for free actually over Black Friday. Yeah, me and my friends, we went Black Friday shopping, got some lunch, and we sat down to watch on purpose, we did this on purpose, a really horrible Christmas movie called Snowbound for Christmas.
Wow.
And where to begin? It was so bad. It was really bad. 40 minutes in, no idea what the movie was about. But then there were little things like the CGI or the green screen that they would put outside the window of their hotel.
Yeah.
Was very blatantly, the coloring of it was not matched to the inside. Uh-huh. It looked just like a drag and drop JPEG.
Yeah.
That they put there on the walls. Sometimes you could see green screen spill. So a little bit of green tint would be on the walls. There was even a point in the movie where my friend caught it where there was the camera was panning and it was snowing, but they didn't track the snow. So the snow was just an overlay as they were moving. So it wasn't, I don't know if you guys are understanding what I'm saying.
I get what you mean. It looks unnatural.
Mm-hmm.
They really did not give it that realistic touch.
Yeah.
That would be if you as a human being were looking from left to right on a snowy day, it would look the way it should as compared to this movie. They made it look incredibly unnatural, how snow does not fall.
Basically, the snow was following the motion of the camera rather than being in the physical space of the world.
Right.
So imagine if you were looking at this water bottle.
Right.
And as you moved, the water bottle just kept moving with you rather than staying in that place. That's just little things like that. They had, they were driving in a car.
Yeah.
And the background scenery, I actually saw it loop. It started over. And I'm just going, how is this on? It was on Netflix, by the way. You can watch this if you have a Netflix account. It's called Snowbound for Christmas. If you're looking to suffer through something, laugh with your friends, make it a drinking game. I don't know.
There you go.
And I'm just how do these get made? It's got to be who you know.
Yeah.
These people know the right person who either funded it or was sure, we'll put it on here. I owe you a favor.
There it is. Someone owed someone a favor.
Yeah.
Totally. Someone killed someone and someone helped someone bury that body.
Yeah.
And they said, I owe you one.
Yeah.
And the one was cashed in.
And it was. And this director, too, of this movie, this is not their first gig. They've made quite a few questionable movies. Not that I've seen them, but just the titles. The first one is called Fast and the Furriest. Fast and the Furriest.
Already.
It's a movie about dogs driving, and it says they don't chase cars, they drive them, or something like that.
So it's not about furries doing drag races?
No.
Okay.
Not quite.
That, I want to watch that. I'd watch that.
Yeah.
I want to watch a bunch of furries do drag races and have orgies and fucking costumes.
Yeah, no, this is more like Air Bud learns to drive a car kind of a movie, I'm assuming.
Don't like that.
No. So, long tangent short, if you guys want to see us watch movies like that and commentate on them, let us know, because I clearly already do it for free.
Right.
With friends.
Yeah. The movie that I watched with family the movie that we watched on Thanksgiving Day, just as like in the living room, turned on Netflix. I wanted to watch it because, and I know it was going to be bad because it's, it's just like one of those, it's not supposed to be a great movie.
Yeah.
And we used to watch it, me and my mom, and I think me and my sister, we used to like it. It just used to make us laugh,
Yeah.
And it's called Just Friends with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, yeah, I love that movie.
You love that movie, right?
Yes.
Good movie.
Yeah.
But
oh no,
I want maybe some sort of deal like watching bad movies, or I was thinking too, sometime we could do maybe like a 90s, 2000s movie bingo card. Or a drinking game if you want to just get sloshed.
Right.
But more like a bingo card, like, okay, when are they going to say the R word? When are they going to say the homosexual slur that starts with an F?
Right.
When's someone going to get hit in the ball sack? All these things happen in this movie.
Do they really?
When is someone who just turned 18 gonna be attempted to get fucked? It's like these movies, these rom-coms, raunchy rom-coms from that era, they hit all the notes. And I definitely want to explore that further, because that's what we were sitting there realizing. We were just going, oh, they are really just they've done it. They hit it all.
Yeah.
They hit it all.
I really love that, the idea of a bingo game.
Yes.
That's great.
That's fun, right?
Yeah, with 90s movies, I mean, you could do it with rom-coms. You could do rom-com bingo, like.
Yeah. And we love those movies. Like, there's a reason that they, like, that's like I said, like, I wanted to watch that movie because I was like, oh, yeah, we used to love this movie. But then you really, I'm not 12 anymore.
Yeah, right.
I'm not 12 anymore. And it really is an eye-opener. You're like, wow.
Yeah.
You're also like, man, good for Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, yeah, he's come up.
He's made it.
He has come way up.
Anna Faris, she was in that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. She's like the superstar girlfriend.
She got married to Star-Lord,
and then divorced from Star-Lord.
And then he became an evangelical Christian.
Did he?
Oh, boy. You don't know much about Chris Pratt and his personal life?
I guess I don't.
Yeah. It's like he's doing like 30-day fastings for Jesus and
wow,
talking about like, oh, the Lord, all that good stuff.
Right.
Whatever he does on his spare time.
The famous evangelical Christian quote, "Oh, yeah. The Lord."
Oh, the Oh my God. Yeah. I actually, talking about this reminded me though, Thanksgiving week, I did also watch House of Gucci.
Oh,
we all saw
House
of Gucci. It's fucking, I mean, it's great. I mean, it was really good. Like, not groundbreaking or anything, but it was fucking awesome. Like, I couldn't believe, I really don't want to like Jared Leto. He's such a good actor though.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
He does his thing.
Fuck him. Fucking weirdo. God, he's so good though. He's so talented. And then Gaga. I mean, what do you want? You got Lady Gaga, Adam Driver, Jared Leto, Al Pacino. The fuck else do you need? The movie writes itself.
That's a cast.
Yeah, the movie shoots itself and writes itself. You don't do anything. You put the camera, you get some costumes, you get a fancy ass set, and just roll. Yeah. Let them be them.
That's the easiest director job right there.
Easiest.
Let them do their thing.
You don't even direct.
Did Gaga make a song for the movie? Gucci song?
Unfortunately not.
Oh.
I think she's moving away from that.
From music?
I think she wants to be respected as a fucking full-on thespian.
She could do it. I mean, what is she? One title away from an EGOT?
Oh, yeah.
I think she has an Emmy for
American
Horror Stories.
Yeah.
I'm assuming she's got a Grammy for all her music.
Probably has like 10.
Didn't she have an Oscar for A Star Is Born?
If she didn't win one, she's gonna probably now.
Yeah. And then all she needs is a Tony.
She needs that Tony, which would be fine. I mean, what, fucking musical theater? Like, that's just the combination of all the other shit she does.
Yeah, she could do that easily.
Yeah.
John Legend is the only other person I know that has an EGOT.
Yeah. John Legend, just, looking weird. Me and my girlfriend,
he looks weird.
This is going to be weird to say out loud. We decided it'd be fun to watch the Jonas Brothers roast on Netflix.
Yeah. I didn't even know that existed till the other day, but...
And John Legend, he looked kind of like a wax figure, like a dead body in a casket, but like he was alive.
His skin is almost too perfect.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
It's real clean.
It was one of those things where you start wondering, you're like, okay, are him and Chrissy Teigen like really like drinking the blood of babies? Like what's happening here? Like, I don't know.
To get that voice, how do you expect to get that voice?
I don't know.
You think it's just training?
Yeah.
Practice doesn't make perfect in that realm.
Practice does not make perfect.
No.
I'm glad we're talking about this, though, because I keep remembering fucking movies I watched. Have you ever seen Eyes Wide Shut?
No.
I watched that. Kubrick, baby.
Kubrick.
Another level.
Okay.
God damn, I love that motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's like the only, I just feel like he was just like a filmmaking fucking G. Like,
yeah.
He's just, there's some people in the filmmaking world, they're just so unique.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like, only they could make that movie.
Yeah.
Only they could make it that way. It's their movie because your signature stuff, your signature Kubricks.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it's so, I just feel like they don't make them like him anymore.
We should do a Kubrick day.
Ooh. I would love that.
I think I've only really seen 2 of his movies, 2.5.
Which ones?
I have seen The Shining. I've seen 2001: A Space Odyssey, and I've seen half of what the fuck was it called? It's like a war movie, but it's supposed to be a comedy.
Dr. Strangelove.
Dr. Strangelove. Yeah. I've seen part of that, and I think that's it.
Yeah.
Wasn't he notorious though for being kind of fucking crazy? Like he would make someone do 100 takes just to get it right.
So yeah, especially like this Eyes Wide Shut, it's crazy. Like, so it's Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. And they were married when they filmed this.
Yeah.
And they, the movie is about them being married, and the marriage is kind of on the ropes a little.
Mm-hmm.
They're both pretty much on the verge of cheating on each other the whole movie.
Oh.
Or at least for the most part, Nicole Kidman in the beginning and Tom Cruise throughout the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
It's all about temptation, and like, what does monogamous mean? Like all that stuff. Like, what are I don't know, like where are the weird gray areas? How much of it is human condition? And how much of it is just plainly like, it doesn't work out between these two.
Yeah.
Or maybe they shouldn't even be together. Who knows? Maybe they thought they should. Maybe they should never have. And then you sprinkle in a little bit of Kubrick basically telling us that the Illuminati does fucking big ass sex parties. And that's the most craziest part of the movie, because it's just like Tom Cruise ends up at this fucking ginormous castle mansion somehow. And it's like some gnarly, like looking seemingly satanic ritual happening before the rich and elite have this orgy. It's a crazy ass movie.
Damn.
Yeah. So anyways, back to the Kubrick shit.
Yeah.
That's the fun part. So Kubrick made Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman do psychotherapy sessions separately and talk about their biggest fears of marriage, and really just like got in their heads.
Yeah.
And then to really bring out those performances too, those performances, because that's what the whole movie's about. It's just like that fear of within the marriage, and like the fear of loss, and what's your biggest fear, being cheated on, being left. And then he would make them shoot separately and not share notes. He would forbid them from sharing notes from each other.
Wow.
There's a whole Nicole Kidman, there's a whole jealousy fantasy Tom Cruise is having about Nicole Kidman sleeping with another man throughout the movie. And when Kubrick was shooting that, he didn't let Tom Cruise be on set that day. And he also told Nicole Kidman not to tell Tom Cruise what happened throughout that whole session, and also filmed Nicole Kidman in multiple sex positions. Obviously not, penetration.
Right.
He pretty much shot a porno with Nicole Kidman and some random guy without him being up in her shit, and without Tom Cruise able to be there, and then told her not to tell Tom Cruise anything. And then made Tom Cruise take like 60 to 100 takes of just him walking through a door at one point. So it's also the longest, Guinness World Records longest shot movie of all time.
How long is that movie?
Well, the movie itself is like 2 hours, 40 minutes, but they made it over the course of 4 years, maybe. I think that's changed now.
Oh, wow.
I think
because Boyhood, or whatever it's called. Huh? They shot that over 12 years.
That's right. Yeah, that makes sense. But not and because that was the artistic vision, not because their director was a madman who wanted to continuously reshoot and strive for a psychopathic perfection.
Yeah.
So it's a good movie, man. I'd say you should check it out sometime.
Yeah, give it a watch.
It's a good one.
Really getting our heads about relationships.
It's funny because like I was like, I didn't know it was about that, and I was watching it with my lady, and then I was like, is this gonna get in our heads? But I don't think it did.
Oh, good.
So I was just like, it just made us be like, damn, this is crazy.
Yeah.
We were just sitting there kind of like, damn. And really, I wanted to watch it for like the crazy weird Illuminati shit that was vibing in the movie. And just the best part of the movie, I think, is when Tom Cruise is talking to this guy, and I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
I'll ruin it a little. Sorry. All he says to Tom Cruise's character is like, because obviously in the big Illuminati orgy, there's like everyone has masks and shit and capes. And fucking the guy tells Tom Cruise's character like I if I told you who was at that party, you wouldn't sleep well. Basically saying like, these are your presidents, your governments, your directors, your Hollywood directors.
Basically your leaders.
Yeah.
Who you look up to and your expect leaders, a lot from.
Yeah, they do orgies and they fucking sing backwards reversed Catholic hymns to praise the Satan. To praise the Satan.
Yeah. Right.
So who knows? It's one of those things where some people say he was trying to show us something. Other people say he was making fun of them because they thought he filmed the moon landings.
That's right. I forget that he was credited with that.
Which, let's not get into it, but I'm starting to feel weird about that. But anyways, let's not even. So we did do a Thanksgiving video.
Yes, we did.
And then, of course, the week after Thanksgiving, my black ass had a whole new work schedule and shit just got weird. And then I didn't even think that I didn't think about recording. So we got a lot to catch up on.
Yeah, we do.
Tell me about your Spanksgiving.
My Spanksgiving. Wild Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
One for the books. My car was on fire. My car caught on fire, was up in flames. Still don't have a car. Huge flames, engulfed. And if you go to our Instagram right now, you can watch, we'll post it, videos that I got of my car on Thanksgiving. I think a lot of people didn't believe, which I totally get. They're like, oh, here he is with another skit or whatever. Like, oh, he's putting together something.
Imagine you're the boy who cried wolf.
Right. Yeah.
They think you got fucking visual effects going. You're like, no, I almost died.
Right. Yeah. No, it unfortunately was really my car, and really happened on Thanksgiving. I do, not to get like crazy sentimental sappy or anything, but I do just want to take a minute to say huge thank you to everyone who reached out, everyone who checked in on me, whether you messaged me or called me. It was really, really touching to see like how many people care. Yeah. And in a world too where we're just hit with bad news after awful article, everything all the time, it kind of was a nice, in a way, I mean, my car is gone and it was on fire, but it was a nice thing to see a good side of humanity.
Right.
I don't know that they'll ever come across to hearing this, but I do want to say thank you so much to the couple who stopped and helped me. I mean, they really did save me, because I probably wouldn't have known for a little bit that my car was on fire. So what happened is I was headed up to meet my family for Thanksgiving. I was on the highway, and I mean, the car that I have has been a great car.
Yeah.
It's never given me any signs of trouble at all, ever. And in fact, earlier this year, it was my dad's car, and he put a lot of work into it before he gave it to me.
Right.
And it's not that old. Maybe, I mean, in the car world, 10 years old, roughly. Not as old as cars I've had in the past, that's for sure.
No, not at all. I mean, fuck, before this car I only had cars that were made in the 1990s, early 2000s. Like
Yeah,
those
right,
fucking
right.
movies. And you honk the horn, the car just says,
Right.
we can bleep that out, but anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, and it was a Toyota. Toyotas are notorious for being just really reliable cars.
Absolutely.
I still don't really know what happened, but I was driving and I had cruise control on, and I was going up this decent incline, and I made it up most of the way, and about 3/4 of the way up, my car started making this noise, this like it was grinding, or just like it was being pushed past its limits.
Sure.
Basically.
Yeah.
And I was like, this does not sound good at all. So I canceled the cruise control.
Yeah.
And I slowed down, and then made it up the top of the hill, tried to accelerate, put the cruise control back on.
Sure.
And then again, it started making that sound. I was like, fuck, canceled the cruise control. But by then it just made this like poof sound. And I saw a small little thing of smoke, and I thought, oh, maybe I just blew a tire or something. Like,
Sure.
I don't know why that was my first thought. So I pulled off to the side, and in my rearview mirror, immediately a car is pulling off with me. And when I finally came to a complete stop, that's when all the lights came on. By the way, when I heard the sound happening, I looked down at my dashboard because I was like, am I overheating? No. The meter was perfectly in the middle where it always is all the time. Wasn't overheating. And even when the little explosion happened, it wasn't showing that it was overheating. So I pulled off to the side. Engine light is on, check oil light is on. Still overheating is not, it's in the middle.
Right.
So my car has no indication that it's overheating. I lost power steering at that point. Couldn't turn my steering wheel. And then this guy, I see him get out of his car. He starts running up to me, and I thought he was just going to check to make sure I was okay. So I opened my door to pop out just to let him know, like, hey, I'm fine. And he says, grab all your stuff. Your car is on fire.
That's,
I was not expecting to hear that.
that's the last thing you probably ever want to hear.
Yeah.
He was hitting you with that Terminator. Come with me if you want to live.
Exactly.
He hit you right away with that.
That was literally,
And that was his time to shine.
Yeah, that was. And he shone.
Yeah,
He shoned.
absolutely.
So I grabbed a few things right away because I was like, is my car really on fire? What happened?
Sure.
And I took it over to their car, and his wife was already on the phone with 911, and she was just like, yeah, we need someone here right now. This car's about to go up. And I was like, oh,
They
fuck.
were very privy to like the next steps.
They knew. Well, I found out later that he's ex something.
Okay.
Ex-police or ex-firefighter or something like that.
Some
so he
sort of
knew
service.
he knew his shit. So they were just, are you okay and all that stuff. And I was like, I mean, my adrenaline is going.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it was really hard to kind of think other than like taking quick actions, like grabbing everything that I could think of. So a few days before, actually, my aunt had given me a bunch of vinyl records that were my grandparents, and my grandma passed away a little over a year ago now. So I had gone through them, and there was so many that I was like, I'll take little stacks. I'll take this stack now. And so I had all those vinyls in the trunk and my record player. And so I was like, no, I have to. Like, I have to go back and get those.
So they were hitting you with the like, it's too late. It's about to go up. This car is about to light up like the 4th of July. Come with me if you want to live, and no sudden movements. And you're hitting them with the, I gotta go back in.
Yeah.
I gotta go back in. I love it.
Not to mention that I knew I was going to need my insurance and my registration for the car, which were in the glove compartment. So
enough.
at this point in time, just so you guys don't think I'm totally stupid, like, oh, you're a fucking idiot. Those items could be replaced.
Sure.
The car was not engulfed at this
It
point.
wasn't up. Yeah.
In fact, the smoke that was coming out of the hood was very, very light
right.
at this point.
Sure.
So I was like, okay, if I'm going to go, I need to go right now. I probably still have a little bit of time before anything major happens. So I ran, I opened my glove compartment, grabbed those things, grabbed just any other little fragments of things that I could think to grab. And then I popped the trunk, grabbed all the records, my record player, and then ran back to them. And I just waited with them. They were nice enough to let me wait with them in their car.
Nice.
I called my dad. That my family laughs at me because of how I handled the situation. I just called him. I was like, hey, what's up, boy? He's like, hey, what's going on? And I was like, oh, well, my car's on fire. The super casual. That's actually how I've handled anything like that my whole life. I don't know why I have this, like, I don't know if it's a disease, but I have this thing where, like, when I'm delivering bad news, I'm smiling or laughing.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, my car's on fire. And, like, I'll be smiling. I don't know why. I have some kind of Joker syndrome or something. But
I think me and you are very similar.
Yeah.
Because I'm very similar. I get laughed at my job because one day I went to work and my boss brought her dog to work and her dog shit in my cubicle. And I was half asleep, rolling into work like I always do because I don't get a good night's rest ever because I'm often either playing video games or on my phone or watching Stanley Kubrick films.
Yeah, right.
And I stepped on the shit in my cubicle that her dog left. And I kind of just walked out of the office and was like, I think your dog's shit in the cubicle. And she was like, really? And I was like, yeah. And they were just like, anybody else would have ripped my head off.
Yeah.
Anybody else would have lost their fucking minds. But I was just very much like, how peculiar. The dog shit in my cubicle.
As the bottom of your foot is plastered in shit, you're like, I think your dog might have shit in the cubicle. Maybe.
Exactly.
Unconfirmed, but maybe. I have a hunch.
Right.
I love that. Yeah, I don't know what that is. If it's like our defense mechanism where we are just like so shocked at what's happening that we're just like, I don't know if this is real, so I got to laugh about it because I don't know what it is, truthfully.
I feel like it's both possibly like a defense mechanism, and I know you're a person who's done some work on yourself and you do live a spiritual life. And what is spirituality about? It's kind of about that non-attachment. It's about that like not reactive. It's about that I don't have control. And what the fuck am I going to do? Am I going to panic and start yelling at everybody?
Yeah.
Or am I just going to go, I guess my car's fucking on fire?
This is really out of my hands.
Yeah.
The thing too is I was racking my brain trying to figure out what is the most important things in this car that I need to grab. And I think that was the most stressful part.
Right.
Time was obviously not on my side for this moment. So I'm like having to think very quickly, what's in this car right now? What is in here that I need to absolutely grab?
Yeah.
So they called and I was with them. And then the worst part was really just having to sit there and wait.
Yeah.
Like they took a while to get there, maybe 20 minutes, I would say, since they called. It was kind of a slow burn. Like initially nothing really happened. In fact, at some points it looked like it was calming down. So maybe my car isn't going to catch on fire.
Right.
And then it did, and it was just a matter of time, and then it went up pretty quickly. And there were other people who were like pulling over too, and like approaching the car, and we were like, "Stop! Like, go back!" And they were just trying to make sure no one was in the car. And we were like yelling at them, like, "No, he's right here. Here I am. I'm the only one, in the car. It was just me, luckily, nobody else." And yeah, I mean, someone else pulled over and like opened their trunk. I don't know what they were gonna do, if they were like gonna get a fire extinguisher, maybe, and I have no idea.
They're like, you know what? I actually had some things I needed to burn.
Right.
So if you don't mind, I'm just going to toss them in this free fire here.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You guys mind if I...
mind if I do? I got some marshmallows. You guys want to...
The turkey was undercooked, so I was going to put it, if you don't mind.
You have no clue how perfect this is. I really fucked up the turkey.
I didn't take it out of the freezer like my mom asked. So this would be just if you don't mind.
If I could just flash fry it real fast.
So yeah, then sheriff showed up.
Yeah.
got my information, and then slowly the firefighters showed up, and they were like asking. He's like, "Do you have any flammables in the car?" And I was like, I don't. Oh, he asked if I had any ammunition.
Oh,
and I was like, no, it's a light day. Not packing today. Not packing.
Said, sir, it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not a monster.
All right. Look, anything, my piece is on me. It's not in the car. Yeah. We're fine.
You're like, I have it in this random stranger's car here. I hid it under their seat. They don't even know it's there.
They don't know. Yeah, and I knew I had something in the trunk. I couldn't remember what it was, if it was like antifreeze or some kind of engine oil. And so I told him, I was like, there's something back there, but I do not know what it is. And then he gets on the mic. He's like, yeah, there's gasoline in the trunk. And I was like, that's not what I said.
Oh, he said that without confirming that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was like, we got about how big is it? And I was like, I showed him. He's like, yeah, we got about a 5-gallon tank of gasoline in the back. And I was like, this
is not it.
It's not what I said, but maybe that's just like how the protocol, like if there's anything, they want to be extra cautious.
Sure.
So yeah, then they started putting it out, and yeah, that like I said, that was probably the worst part, was just having to stand there helpless watching my stuff burn.
There it is.
Go up in flames in my car. Just there were a few explosions from the hood.
No
and
way.
Like some pops, like poof, poof. The guy said it was the airbags like exploding, which makes sense.
Fair enough.
And yeah, my dad, I mean, traffic was really slowed down for a little bit. My dad eventually got through, and they put out the fire, and then I grabbed my stuff from the very nice people who helped me. They waited with me. They offered to give me a ride.
Good people.
Yeah, they were saints. They were really just awesome people. And so in a weird way, maybe not so weird way, that happening on Thanksgiving was kind of nice, because it just gave me something a little bit extra, or a lot extra, to be thankful for.
Yeah.
For those people, that I was okay, that everything was fine. I still got to go be with my family and have a good time. And yeah, just put a lot of things kind of in perspective. Because if that person hadn't told me, who knows how much longer I would have sat in my car.
Yeah.
Making a call, being like, yeah, I don't know, I think maybe my engine overheated, when I'm actually on fire.
Sure.
And then at that point, I would have had less time to get stuff out. And so, I mean, just a lot of what ifs that I don't like to ponder on too much. I'm just very, very thankful and grateful that everything happened the way that it did.
Yeah.
And that I was able to, I mean, even the firefighter was like, anytime someone can walk away from something like this, it's huge.
Yes.
So, and from what I understand about car fires, they're serious. Like, once they go up, there really is no stopping a car fire. Even the sheriff was saying sometimes these firefighters put them out, and I've seen them start back up again.
Fuck.
Yeah. I need a new car still. I don't have a car right now. I feel like I'm back in like high school or middle school, where I'm like, hey, if your mom can pick us up, my mom can drop us off.
Yeah, because fucking Uber.
Yeah, right.
Well, fucking shit's expensive as hell.
For real.
Yeah, I think I speak for everyone when we say that we are incredibly also grateful and thankful that you are fucking all right, and that it did unfold the way it did. And, you can replace a car, but you can't replace an Estevan.
That's what I hear.
That's what I always say.
Yeah.
So that's insane though, but it's like you said, it's really one of those things where it makes you ponder on the nature of whatever you might consider the universe, the spirit, God. Why is it that it does work out that way? How where those people are there at that perfect time, where you get out at that perfect time. It's fucking trippy.
Yeah, and the odds that he really knew what he was talking about, because he was either ex-police or ex-firefighter or whatever. Like,
yeah, it could have been some random dickhead who didn't know shit about fuck, who just was like, hey, well, why don't I sit in there with you, actually? Let me come into your car.
Or like, well, let's pop the hood and take a look.
As it like blasts your faces off.
Right, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, just absolutely feeling very, very grateful, very thankful for those people, for everyone who reached out, for the way that it all played out on Thanksgiving. So...
yeah, I think when I saw your post, it's kind of funny. I feel like I almost didn't comprehend what I was looking at. And I think I looked at your Instagram story. I saw your car on fire and I saw the aftermath. And I think I kind of said to myself something just like, wow, that's crazy. And then kind of went to the next thing. And then I think I had a moment where I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Right. Yeah.
What the fuck? It's on fire. What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I think I was kind of like, I was so caught off guard that I had to do that double take. Like it took me that quick moment to just actually go, what the is that real? Like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, and even my friend saw that I'd posted a story and he's like, oh, it's probably like a Red Band promotion thing, and then opens it and sees that and is like, oh, yikes.
Real deal.
Yeah, very much different. And I think you're right. I think some people see it and they're just like, it doesn't faze them right away. Or they think that I'm recording just a random car on fire when in fact it was mine. And someone even asked me, like, is that actually your car?
Right.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's actually my car.
That's my shit.
So and then even my family too, they didn't know how bad it actually was. Like they kind of thought, oh, his car's on fire, or it's smoking.
Right.
Like how bad could it really be? And it wasn't until I showed them the videos of it that they started. Like my mom cried.
Oh.
Was like, oh my God, that it's way worse than what people thought.
Yeah, it is terrifying. No, because if we haven't already emphasized enough, the aftermath of your car being on fire, it was a literal like black piece of coal. Like it was a full char. It was a well done steak. It was fucking the whole deal. Like it's fucking legit. As much of a fire as you could imagine it being, like literally like visual effects movie fucking fire. Yeah,
dashboard gone. The interior of my car was just melted. Yeah. Like the seat material melted. It was just wireframe and like smoking. The trunk of the car actually, like the fire didn't reach that part. So I don't know if they just like threw my shit away that was in the trunk or what. They probably did, but because they sprayed it down with all their chemical stuff. Right. But yeah, man, it was a wild way to start my Thanksgiving.
Yeah. It was that early in the day?
Yeah. That was like, I woke up, got ready, got in my car and headed.
That was the first thing.
Yeah. First thing.
Crazy.
And of course I just filled up my car. So it was a full tank of gas.
Oh,
down the drain.
That's the worst part.
Yeah.
That has to be the worst
with
part.
These inflated gas prices, man, I may have just been like, as my car was on fire, just threw a couple 20s on the seat and just left it.
Gas prices, we got shortages. You might not even be able to find a car.
Oh man. Yeah, it's rough, and people are unwilling to budge on prices.
Damn straight
at this point in time. So
yeah, it's that's interesting. But you were able to enjoy the rest of your day. And,
I was.
What's the deal? Insurance claim?
Yeah, insurance claim.
Yeah.
Don't know what they're gonna give me yet.
Sure.
I talked to them already the other day. We'll see.
You're like, come on.
I'm like, guys,
if there's any time to shell over some, this is not, why would I do this on purpose?
Right. Yeah. Like I can't afford this, like for this to happen, but I think it shouldn't be a problem because it's not a question of who's at fault. It wasn't due to an accident or negligence or anything like that. So it was just kind of a freak, weird thing. Like, I don't know what it could be. I would like to believe that maybe, we could figure out what happened. I doubt they can. They don't do car autopsies or anything like that. But like, maybe I could get some big money from Toyota. Maybe there was a recall that they didn't say, and I can just rake in that Toyota money. I don't know.
This might be your come up, actually.
Could be. We can finally get that red band camera.
There it is. We can get that motherfucking red band camera.
Yeah.
Take it to another level.
Really bring you guys some extra content.
All you had to do was sacrifice your car to the fire.
That's it.
That's all it was.
That was, you got Astro World sacrifices going on. And I said, there's something to that.
Yeah.
Let me sacrifice my car.
Am I capable of, rather than sacrificing a person, an object?
Yeah. Maybe. An object of necessity.
Yeah.
My friend Robert, he was laughing because he was like, man, you've been trying to manifest a new car, and I mean, hey, you did it.
Is that true? You have been? You've been
Well, yeah, I mean, I've been like, before my dad gave me his,
right.
because I had a 2003 Ford Escape.
I remember
that
one.
was just falling, which is weird. I would expect what happened to have happened with that car,
right?
Not the Toyota.
Yeah.
But yeah, since then I was like, come on, new car, Tessie, Elon Musk, if you're listening,
hook it up.
David Dobrik, even if you want to give me a free Tessie, whatever.
They got those.
You do it all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, in a way, I was like trying to manifest. I was like, new car. I need to be more specific though. Like,
yeah,
let me safely get rid of the old car and safely obtain a new one.
Watch who you're sending those prayers to.
Yeah, right.
They might have went down the wrong chute.
Yeah, exactly. Wrong address. New phone, who dis? But yeah, I mean, that was my Thanksgiving.
There it is.
And I had a good Black Friday after that.
Did you shop?
I did.
Yeah.
That was actually my first time Black Friday shopping. It's funny because for the past like 4 years, maybe, my friend Matt, it's like tradition for him to go Black Friday shopping, and he's always invited me.
Yeah.
But every year there was something where like I couldn't really do it.
Right.
Whether it was because I was out of town or whatever.
Sure.
And so this year I was so excited because I was like, dude, no matter what, even if I go out of town for Thanksgiving, I'm going to make it back so I can actually go Black Friday shopping with you guys. That sounds like so much fun. I've wanted to do that with you for years now. Mm-hmm. And then this happened, and one of the first things I thought was, fuck, I'm not going to be able to go Black Friday shopping.
Yep.
But no, they were cool. They picked me up at my place, and we went, and
nice.
It really wasn't what I was expecting.
Well, it's dead. I mean, it's dead.
Mm-hmm.
The days of traditional Black Friday are over, and it hasn't even been dead for that long, but it died very quickly. I mean, I remember in high school, actually, like going with my uncle, like fucking lying at Best Buy. He wanted to get him a fucking TV. Like, this is in high school. It hasn't been that long. I guess it has kind of been that long. It's been a minute. But, like going to Walmart at 1 a.m., like just for shits and giggles. Actually, I worked at Target about 3 Black Fridays ago.
I remember you used to work there.
Yeah, I worked at Target 3 Black Fridays ago, and I worked Black Friday, and it was, at that time you could feel it dying.
Yeah.
But, it was still happening. American consumerism used to be fun. Now it's very disconnected. What happened to the days where you could go? I remember my mom almost fought a lady over a thing.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact story, but there was almost, and I think it's a sweet story. I actually remember, I think my mom had to fight a lady over something, and then an old lady, obviously, who probably couldn't hold her weight in the Thunderdome, fucking, I'm pretty sure my mom gave her something that she was trying to get. These are the things that's human connection. That's beautiful. Where you could, you could almost kill someone, and then you could hand them a desktop at the same time, and make their day, or a fucking Tickle Me Elmo, which looking back, very bizarre, the Tickle Me Elmo, after we saw what happened to the guy who did Elmo's voice. He was a creep.
Yeah.
Well, he was tickling kids.
Well, yeah. And I was a kid when I got a Tickle Me Elmo.
There it is.
I got it at a hospital. There was my grandfather was dying after Thanksgiving, and we were in the hospital, and there was a Santa that like came to the hospital and was just like giving out stuff, and he gave me a Tickle Me Elmo. That's
such a heartwarming story.
Yeah. Your
life really has been a movie.
I know.
Oh, that's kind of beautiful.
It is.
So it's just, I can't even believe, I don't know. What was it? Was it vacant? I mean, there's COVID too, obviously. But at this point, most people don't even give a fuck. Like, they're out.
Yeah, I mean, we're all over the place now.
Motherfuckers are out. So, I mean, what did you guys hit? Was it vacant? Like,
so we didn't even get, like, in my head, I'm picturing people getting trampled, lines at 4 a.m. And we decided to go at 6. And I was like, man, is there even going to be anything left? Mm-hmm. Like, I have this image of what Black Friday is because I've never gone. And dude, it was so casual. I loved it actually.
Right.
It was super casual. We showed up Best Buy around a little after 6 a.m. And it was super chill. There were no lines outside the door. We walked right in.
There it is.
It looked like if you went to Best Buy middle of the day during the week.
Right.
Very few people in there. We got to, and there was stuff. There was plenty. There was a plethora of things. Got to shop, got to get what I wanted. I didn't have to fight anybody. Nobody was fighting me. There was nothing. It started to pick up a little bit as we were leaving.
Okay.
But not even that bad. At its most, it was no busier than a regular weekend at Best Buy. And then hit up Target. Yeah. My favorite place to go anytime.
Anywhere, anytime.
Anytime. Doesn't matter the holiday, whatever. I love it. I let Target tell me what to buy.
Absolutely.
I don't go there with a list usually. I just walk in and I listen. And Target whispers to me.
You go, you sit there, you meditate for 5 minutes. You say, Target, you tell me.
Yeah.
I like that.
Everything else around me dims and the aisles light up that I'm supposed to go look at. And I just walk.
Right.
And I just let Target be my spirit guide to the items that thinks I should take. And I listen.
Yes.
And I listen regardless of what my account says. I listen to Target because Target knows all.
Target knows.
Yeah.
And Target will take care of you.
They will. They will nurture you.
They will.
They will guide you through the purchasing process. Great place.
And sometimes you have all your items and the cash register lanes don't light up, but the front door does. And that's when Target's telling you, just fucking walk out with the stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Just steal. Just steal. Nobody, who's going to stop you? So, yeah. And it was super chill. And I think what it is that, Black Friday used to just be Black Friday. So everyone was like, this is the fucking day. Get your shit or we're never going to have another chance. But now places have deals a week before Black Friday. They have deals a week after Black Friday.
Yeah.
There's Cyber Monday. There's I'm even getting emails now where they're like, this just in, our Cyber Monday deal extended.
Right.
So it's not just one day anymore. A lot of stuff is done online. You can order it online, go and drive and pick it up so people aren't lining up outside the stores.
It's true.
So in a way, I think it's become a lot better, more efficient to where we can enjoy this shopping experience and have a good time.
Yeah. It's 100% better. And I think, I can be one of those old kooks who longs for a time that was not even any better. Like, it's just like, no, that wasn't better. That's insane. Like, people sitting in and global warming wasn't as crazy yet. So it really was super cold. People sitting outside of a Best Buy in freezing cold weather
with an emergency blanket in a tent.
Exactly. Hand warmers.
Yeah.
Those fucking things that if you put in your pants, you burn your pubes off.
Something like that.
And that's psychotic actually as a country. The capitalism really has a goddamn hold on us at that point. It's like things are changing. Now, does the consumerism, capitalism still have a hold on us? Not to be goddamn communist, but it does. And now though we're just lazier and we're just like, yeah, fuck you, Jeff Bezos. Send it to my goddamn house, you little bitch.
Within 1 hour.
Within 1 motherfucking hour, I want that fucking vibrator and I want that vibrator and PlayStation 5 at my fucking door stat.
Yeah.
Man,
how about the PlayStation 5?
I know, right?
You can't even get one.
You can't, right?
I don't know if it was bad timing on their part, but man, dude, they dropped that and nobody can get it.
Yeah.
Nobody can even buy one.
Why even fucking release the shit?
I mean, I guess they weren't anticipating a pandemic, but I don't know. I feel like if you're gearing up to release a piece of tech like that, it had to have happened before the pandemic.
Yeah.
They needed that stock. Because I remember when they released the video about the PS5, we were already a few months in. It was maybe May or June.
Right.
That they released the little conference announcing it. So at that point, you have your production line.
Yeah.
You've made them. And maybe they just weren't expecting them to pop off as much as they did. But we're over a year later and you still can't get one. And if you do, it's highly overpriced.
Were they they weren't at Best Buy?
No.
Wow.
No. They weren't
not
at
even
Best
for
Buy.
Black Friday?
No. And GameStop, I think, was one of the only places that had them physically in person. But of course, It depends on the location you go to. Because the one we went to didn't have them.
Right.
And if you're lucky, you're the one who gets. That's probably a place where people lined up.
Right.
They were like, I'm getting that fucking PS5, baby. I'll camp out here a week before if I have to. So yeah, overall, wild Thanksgiving. Won't forget that one.
No.
And a really nice Black Friday that I finally got to partake in with some friends, and it was a good time. And again, watched an awful Christmas movie. I think, like we said, if you guys want to see us do that and like a live stream or, something like that, let us know because we're down to do it.
Yeah.
We're down to torture ourselves for your entertainment. We will take suggestions. And Hulu, by the way, Hulu has a plethora of awful Christmas movies right now.
Don't they?
That are just prime for the picking.
I love that.
So, balls in your court.
Balls in your court, and Black Friday next year, we'll be shopping in the metaverse.
Absolutely.
There will be.
Buying Facebook portals against our will.
Yep.
Thank you, Red Bandits, for tuning in. All the Red Bandits who reached out, also, again, thank you so much. It really meant the world, and I'm good. Just don't have a car, but I'm good.
There it is.
And we're pushing forward. We took a week off with Red Band, but we back, baby.
We back, baby. Better than ever.
So we will see you guys next week. Take care.
Lights, camera, action.
And nothing unites people like someone dying.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's sad and it's true though.
The candy corn industry is a money laundering front.
What's the worst acid trip you've ever had?
Well, this is Red Band Podcast, baby. Movies, music, conspiracies, deep existential crises. It's all inside and it's all unfiltered. So let's get started.